Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Psycho, and I've got another Walking Dead video for you all today. This one is going to be over the idea of a potential relationship forming between Carol and Ezekiel in the Walking Dead TV show. Now, I know a few people have been mentioning this as well, but lately after watching episode 2 of season 7 of The Walking Dead, I noticed that there is some potential for a relationship between Carol and Ezekiel. Of course, all of this is just simply opinion, but the interaction that we saw between those two characters in that episode just seemed like it was building up to that moment, especially with that ending scene. One of the key parts of this idea, in my opinion, is the fact that Carol and Ezekiel are very similar in certain ways. They are both bullshitters, and they know that they're both bullshitters. When Carol first meets Ezekiel, Ezekiel pretends this is a great place, he is the king of this magical place and that he's got a tiger, and he's very formal about everything, such as telling people to call him your majesty. And of course, as we get later down the line into the episode, King Ezekiel realizes that Carol was putting up a front as well, and he basically gives it to her straight that he does that as well. He bullshits to keep his people alive, just like Carol bullshits to keep her people alive. For example, when Carol goes into the new communities with people, she puts on this personality as an innocent individual in which people would never expect anything crazy out of her, such as killing other people to save her group. You can refer back to the situation with her at Alexandria of cooking casseroles and cookies and everything for everybody, just the basic house mom. Now, similar to this, Ezekiel puts on a front to protect his people, sort of in a different way than Carol does, but it's still the same goal at the end. Ezekiel didn't really want to be the leader, but he put himself up there, and he built this kingdom and gave everybody all of these roles, such as him being the main leader or the king of this place. And he did that because he knew that people needed someone to look up to. And when they didn't have someone to look up to, it would cause chaos and most likely lead to death in some of the people that are involved in that group. So to keep those people together and alive, he decided to step up as the king of this place. So in a certain sense, they're kind of the same ideas and they do the same things to keep their people alive. This is where I think the bonding really occurs towards the end of the episode where they're sitting around the fire. They both realize they're in same situations and they both realize it's a difficult situation to be in. King Ezekiel is clearly making an extra effort to keep Carol around and make sure that she's okay, and even Carol asks him why does he care so much. From the small things of explaining his backstory, and also later then coming to Carol's place that she now lives in, it all kind of pointed to the idea of King Ezekiel potentially wanting to start a relationship with Carol, and Carol potentially wanting to be in a relationship as well, because it really seems like this bonding is occurring. It's kind of similar to when we saw Rick and Michonne towards the end of that one episode, where they're talking and making jokes about the mints and stuff, and before they even kiss, you get a lot of hints of joking around and sharing different stories and things, just like we're getting this joking with Carol and King Ezekiel, how they're both cussing and just using different humor. So I think there is something forming here. I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. I think King Ezekiel and Carol would be such a better fit than Carol and Daryl. Carol seems more of a mother figure to Daryl, and it just seems like she is a lot older than him, and it just doesn't feel like that would be something that would fit organically. Now, looking at King Ezekiel and Carol, they're both mature, they're both a little older as you can see with the gray hair. They know how to survive because they've both had to bullshit their way to the top and to help protect their people. So as you can see, they've got a lot of similarities and even some chemistry, so I feel like there is something that could happen between the two, and I would definitely support it over any other person involved in a relationship with Carol on this show, just because I feel like it fits more with King Ezekiel. Towards the end, I started liking King Ezekiel even more and more, just because we started seeing the real him, the real person that he is, under all of that character he plays. Anyways, this is just my opinion. Make sure to let me know down in the comment section below of what you all think. Do you think it's likely? Would you want that to happen? Just make sure to share your opinions. I'd definitely love to see what you all have to say. Thank you all so much for watching once again. Please make sure to leave a like on this video if you do want to support the channel and future Walking Dead videos. That always helps out an absolute ton. I'll talk to you guys in the next vid. Once again, I really appreciate it. Peace out.